what's up guys? Welcome to episode 42 of Retro Buyer's Guide. I'm Mike, and today I'm bringing you an episode that I've been excited to make for a while, ever since it was first announced, and that is about the retro receiver for the NES. What this is a Bluetooth receiver that you can use with Bluetooth controllers on an original NES, and it's pretty freaking cool, I must say. When it was first announced, I ordered it directly off of PlayAsia.com as soon as they were available, and I recently received it this week, and I've been playing with it, and I'm happy to report it works really well. And so I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I was hoping that it would work well, and so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Alright guys, let's take a closer look at the packaging. First off, let's look at the box here. This is the FC30 game controller box. This is the model that I picked up to go with the retro receiver for the NES. It is a Bluetooth USB controller that you can use. On the back of the box here, it also says it's compatible with iOS, Android, macOS, and Windows devices. So if you want to run emulators on any of those devices, this is a very nice controller to pick up to do that. Nothing much more on the box. The controller itself, the build quality feels really good. I would say it's a little bit light in my hands, but it still feels pretty nice to hold. It's about the same size as the original Famicom controller, so that's what I like about it. And I also picked the Famicom 30 game controller because I like the colors and the design a little better. Now you'll note there are 4 buttons here, and 2 of those, the 2 on top, are reserved for turbo functions. There are also 2 buttons on top here, so if you want to use it to play Super Nintendo, for instance, you can do that. On the top, you will also note there are 2 LEDs. The one on the left indicates it's charging, and the one on the right indicates it's powered up. There is also the USB port to recharge the controller once the batteries are running out. There's nothing on the bottom here and nothing on the back except 6 screws and the 8-bit DOE sticker here. But all in all, I really like the controller. I think it feels pretty good, and it's definitely worth the 30 bucks I paid for it, so we'll put that down. Also in the box is a charging cable. You'll note that it is the same color as the controller, which I think is pretty cool, instead of putting just a generic black USB charging cable in there, so very cool. Alright, let's get to the meat and potatoes. This is the retro receiver for NES. I'm just going to go ahead and take it out of the packaging here. There we go. And this is it. This is a Bluetooth receiver for that controller I just showed you. On the bottom here we have a sync button and a USB port, and on the other side we have a regular NES plug, and that's about it. And this allows you to use that Bluetooth controller on an original NES. Pretty cool. And so let's go ahead and plug it in and put it through its paces. Pairing the retro receiver for NES with a Bluetooth controller is pretty straightforward. You just press the red button on the front once you plug it into your NES, and then grab whichever controller you want to pair with it and hold down the pairing button. On the FC30 controller I have, you hold down the start button for 3 seconds, which powers the controller on and then allows it to sync with the retro receiver. The biggest question I had about the retro receiver was how much lag there was going to be while I was playing a game. And there is going to be a lag. It's inherent in the setup that I have because I'm using an LCD with a scaler and of course Bluetooth. But with all those things considered, it's actually not that bad. Here I've slowed down some footage to show you about how much lag there is. So as you can see, there is some lag, but it's not something that you can't adjust to. It's actually still very much playable. Still, my metric for whether or not I can put up with the lag in a particular setup or a wireless controller that I'm using is whether or not I can beat the turbo tunnel on Battletoads. Let's take a look. Just a note, there are a couple of mistakes in this footage, but I tried to do it all in one take, and I attribute the mistakes more to my own crappy playing than the controllers themselves. even without the lag, a lot of players regard this as one of the hardest parts in any NES game. So I'm going to shut up now and just let you watch the rest of this footage. Shit. Yes! Alright guys, that's going to do it for episode 42 of Retro Buyer's Guide. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If this is your first time watching this channel, please subscribe so you can see future videos of mine. And until the next video, take care and happy collecting.